I'm still sweating like crazy. We going? Oh, great. Joe Killinger with the RRD. Today we're going to touch on a very interesting topic, cryptocurrency and how it's going to affect commercial real estate. Foreign investment, escrow, title, and all the above, so stay tuned, you're not going to want to miss this one.
The cryptocurrency space is only going to get bigger over the next few years. 2017 was kind of proof of that with the meteoric growth of Bitcoin, and you're going to see a lot more applications of blockchain technology in development for software applications, financial applications, and obviously the transactions of any financial nature.
Sure. One thing I'd like to add too to that is like Ethereum, of course, being one of the premium, one of the earliest of the cryptos, and not really strictly a currency like Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash. It's a completely different type of network. And I think the smart contract feature that you see in Ethereum itself is going to eventually permeate every facet of residential and commercial real estate. You will see deeds of trust and titles and everything recorded in the blockchain using smart contracts to fulfill the closing of escrows. Escrow companies could become obsolete and a thing of the past.
What about title companies? Probably title companies.
Title companies too. Once it's embedded in the blockchain, it's there forever. It's permanent. Can't be altered. So that is itself even more reliable than a standard title insurance policy is today.
So this could really have a huge effect on the entire industry, residential and commercial.
Absolutely, absolutely. Residential and commercial, the larger the transaction or the nature of the transaction, the more affected the industry. So you can see that the commercial real estate industry will be the first to adopt, most likely, and then
probably
it will trickle down into the residential market.
Dollar amounts are so much higher.
Absolutely.
Do you think it's going to drive more foreign investment into the United States for commercial real estate?
Absolutely, I do.
Yeah.
I think it will.
Why is that?
Because the investment vehicle is in the currency.
Okay.
You're taking out the middleman for the bank transfers. You're taking out the middleman for as you said before, for the escrow and the title. So you're reducing the amount of regulation that these investors would like to get through.
When do you think we're probably going to see a stabilization?
I think we should see prices stabilize once Bitcoin's safely over $25,000 or $50,000 and remains there for a year, which should be within 18 months to 60 months, I think.
Bitcoin is like the number one.
It just happens to be the highest price because it's the original, but there's others that are have done what Bitcoin does much better that came along later. And just because Bitcoin is the original, and now we're not even talking really the original, Bitcoin Cash is the original, because there was the hard fork. So no, I think that Ethereum eventually, as far as market capitalization, will easily surpass Bitcoin in the future. And probably not not too distant future. I don't know. It could be a year, 5 years, 10 years, 50 years, but it will happen.
It's here to stay.
Definitely. It's not going anywhere. I think the Ethereum network is essentially Internet 2.0. I think someday the old internet we know of today will eventually fall away, and blockchain will rule the universe.
These currencies, these companies, whatever you want to call them, they're organizations, and they thrive on the community that keeps it alive. And so the Ethereum developer community is continually growing, as you can see with even the price of the currency, as it's jumped in the past few months. And so that jump in value is going to attract more developers to the Ethereum community, which is going to make it a more robust and usable technology moving forward for 2018.
Well, this has been very interesting. So to recap, you think that it will affect not just the foreign investment, but also affect eventually title and escrow might be kind of going away as well down the road.
A lot of these companies fading away while newer companies coming in on Ethereum blockchain to offer escrow and title are going to be blooming. And you can see, you know, these companies are in development right now, and they're just trying to figure out how to utilize this technology because it's so new. So it's incredibly difficult to create software right now on Ethereum, but in a few years it's going to be a lot easier, and you're going to see a lot more companies based on Ethereum or another type of blockchain.
Now, once it becomes accessible enough, you'll see every peripheral industry to real estate and banking in the blockchain.
Absolutely.
Very interesting. It's going to be fun to watch this come together, isn't it?
Yes.
Certainly.
So, well, thank you for tuning in. I'm going to put links to both Dave and to James at the end of the video here. So, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.